Hi everybody. So I lost my voice. I sprained my ankle 9 weeks ago. I got strep throat. This is what it's like to be a woman in office. And what I want to share with you today, you can read, and I can give you copies of all the 485 summaries of the bills that we passed that are incredible. I know that you can read and you can find that information. What I'd like to share with you today is what it's like to be an elected official and what it's really hard to be a woman of color running for office. And what I want to share with you is how important it is as you, as our now community, for those of you who voted for us and those of you who didn't. It's okay. We're still going to represent you. And what I want to talk to you about is get a little real. Is anyone ready for some reality? Anyone? I want to get real and talk with you about what it's like to do the work that we do. And I want to just say thank you to my colleagues, Deborah and Mia and I. We, as women of color, do a lot of heavy lifting for our communities. And we need your help. White allies in the room, we need you to show up. We can't keep doing this. I'm exhausted. I sprained my ankle 2 weeks before session ended. I was in a boot, walking around the halls, the marble halls of Olympia. And I'm going to tell you, it was hard to go to work every day. The racism and the sexism and the misogyny that we experience is real. And it's not okay anymore. And now when you elect people of color at the table, don't tell us to be quiet. It's not okay. I'm a business owner, so a little bit about me. I run a business for 14 years. I help first-time home buyers buy homes. I have run multiple businesses. I'm a startup queen. I ran 2 campaigns to get to where I am, started running for U.S. Congress, ended up in the state Senate. Thank you for sending me there. For those of you who voted for us and those of you who didn't, thank you. I'm grateful to be there. My phrase when I ran was, if you're not on the table, you're not at the table, you're on the menu. And for women and people of color, we've been on the menu for thousands of years. And I will tell you what happens when the caucus door closes. And if that doesn't mean anything to you, it means when the Democrats get together and the Republicans get together to talk about bills, they go into what's called caucus, and then they close the door. And after they close that door, that's when it gets real. That's when my 28 colleagues got real. And that's when I heard hate. That's when I heard misogyny and racism and sexism from people you would not expect. And that's the type of light that I want to shine, is that when now there are 8 people of color in the Senate Democratic Caucus, it was coded language instead. Those people, they would say things that were coded. So what I want to share with you is that elections matter. Who you bring to office matters. The people sitting at the table matter. And if you didn't vote last time, shame on you. And you better vote now, because it is important. My life, his life, and all these lives are in danger every day when your elected officials don't actually represent everybody. I know this is not what you expected to hear from me today, but I am fired up. I just took a month vacation to overcome the trauma that I experienced for running for office for 2 years. I'm a business owner, like I mentioned. I went to Hawaii and had some time, and I launched a new business while I was there. And so I want to talk to you about that because, you know, I live here in Kent. I love this community. I'm super excited and honored and proud to represent this community. Again, thank you. A lot of people in this room helped me get there and helped me knock doors and all those things. Thank you. My new business is to promote people like me. I want to take away the secret message of what it's like to run for office and shine a light to help folks like Awali win. Awali is my first client, and I did call time today. I'm going to help him fundraise. I'm going to help candidates that look like me get there. We need more people at the table, because the good news is when you have people in office, and I won't speak for Mia and Deborah, but I will speak for myself. When you have someone like me at the table, and you are legislating for the bottom half, the bottom third, the bottom tenth, you legislate for everybody. Because if we are not equal, and there is no equality, we are not free. And I'm going to say it once again, if you didn't hear me, the hate, the sexism, the racism, the misogyny that I experienced when that caucus room door closed would shock only the white folks in the room, because the brown folks know what's there. And so I am very proud of the legislation that we passed. 485 bills that help people of color, that help poor people, that help women, that help businesses, that help people like you and people like me every day. I'm very proud of the work that we did. And I'm going to tell you how hard it was to pass some of this legislation. And I'm going to tell you the only reason why this legislation passed is because we had 6 new senators, okay? Of the 6 of us, 3 of us were people of color, 2 were lesbians, 1 was Jewish, 2 were hippies. You know, I mean, you got this like completely different mix of people, and we were all much younger than our colleagues. And that is what changed the legislature this year. And I won't talk about the House because I'm not in the House, but I think you have 12 new folks in Democrats. Is that right?
13.
A lot. Again, more people of color, more women, more people who are advocates and activists, and people who are just tired of the status quo. So I hope that you vote next time, and I hope that you help people like me and Deborah and Mia and anyone else that needs a helping hand to get elected. I look forward to your questions. I know this isn't, I mean, I had no plans to do this when I spoke, but I just can't help myself. I'm fired up. And I really want you to know how absolutely grateful and honored I am to represent our community. As a business owner, as a businesswoman, as an environmentalist, as a tree-hugging hippie, as an Indian, as a woman who came here with her family with $6 from India, I am fighting for all of you every day. And that's my time.